Hi, Christina. I'm so sorry you're sick. That really stinks. We actually have a lot of people out today. A lot of students out today. Maybe even some teachers. I don't know. It's going around. I know my trainer has been sick too. So, I just want to cover a couple of things for you this week. I think so. You were going to work on Royal Procession, and I feel like you felt like you were doing pretty good on that one. And that one we are practicing identifying our our half rests and our whole rests. And remember, the half rest looks like a hat. The whole rest looks like a bowl, and it sits on the bottom of the staff. Okay, so last week I just very quickly assigned you these two pages on 62 and 63 where we are learning all the notes in your bass pentascale. So up to now you've been playing a lot of your notes right here sorry, let me get this positioned better. I don't know if you can see. So middle C. You've been kind of playing in here, okay? Now we are going to get our hand in the position where we have our pinky on C in the left hand and our thumb on C in the right hand. This is called our C 5-finger position. I may have already taught you this, so I'm just kind of reminding you of the what that hand position is called. But when our left hand is in that C 5-finger position, we have our bass C, our bass D, bass E, bass F, bass G. So hopefully you were able to practice these songs. If you haven't, I will play them quickly for you so that you have something to listen to before you practice them. Got a tie there at the end. Okay, next one. We're still in that same hand position. You're starting on a D with your 4th finger. Okay, and you can probably hear that there's a lot of phrasing in all of these pieces that they have you playing. The next one is Ode to Joy. And that one you start on your bass E with your 3rd finger. And moving up in our fingers, we're on bass F now, and we're starting with our 2nd finger. Tie, 2, 3, 4. Okay, last one. We are starting on G with our thumb, bass G. Okay, so hopefully that's how those sounded when you were practicing last week. You can continue to practice those. So for this week, I know you can't really see my face. It's hard to position the keyboard and make it wide enough for my face. We are going to learn staccato. So staccato is a technique that we play where we play the notes crisp and detached. we kind of attack those keys like as if we were pecking at the keys. Hopefully you can see my fingers. Okay, same with our left hand. Still too low. There we go. Okay. We've talked about this before, but the octave is that 8-interval stretch that goes between one note and the very next note on the keyboard. So if it's C's, from middle C to treble C, it can also be middle C to bass C, okay? So when we are playing this song, there is an interval of 1 octave. Our right hand is playing on middle C, our left hand is playing on bass C, okay? And I have to move up my hand to position that thumb over B. Move my hand again. So when I'm in this position for my left hand, I don't have enough fingers to reach up to that B, so I have to kind of move my hand to position it there. Okay, so this will be a song that you can practice this week. Surprise Symphony. Okay. All right, last thing that I'm going to teach today is the Hungarian dance. And I just want to show you, so sometimes our repeat signs, up until now, you've had a repeat sign here that told you to go back to the beginning of the song. Well, sometimes in our songs, there's a repeat sign because they just want you to repeat just that section. So as you can see in this song, they've got you playing this first section, and then you repeat back, play it again. Then you go to your second section, and when you repeat, you only repeat back to that measure 7. All right, so we have staccato. We also have some slurs in here, so we have some legato playing. So we have to combine those, like when we play smooth and connected into the staccato. Do you hear that? Now legato. Now repeat soft. Measure 7. It's going to be loud. Okay, and then we repeat. I can't remember if I repeated that for you. So that is how those two songs sound. I may make 2 separate videos just so that you can just listen to the songs before you play. All right, I hope you feel better. Have a great week, and I'll see you next week. Bye.